Hello everyone and welcome back. It's time to revive the community news. Coming up. The Birmingham video game market went ahead successfully. We find out if the COVID pandemic has affected anyone's collecting hobby. Retrobait's retro gamer quiz. Sir Clive Sinclair passes away. Who will win YouTube star in the Mario Kart? And the spotlight is on Mr. G 1977. Firstly, Sir Clive Sinclair may not be a familiar name to some of you younger YouTubers, members of the community, but it's fair to say he was a pioneer of home computing in many homes in the early 1980s. Though he's renowned for the failure of the most ambitious electric battery powered vehicle, the C5, which was basically a death trap waiting to happen on London's busy roads.
Imagine a vehicle that can drive you 5 miles for a penny. A vehicle that needs no petrol, just a battery. And that takes the press of a button to start, the squeeze of a lever to stop. That needs no license, no road tax, and you can drive whether you're 14 or 40. A vehicle that costs just £399. The Sinclair C5. It's a new power in personal transport. The Sinclair C5, £399. Want to buy one? Want to see one? Or simply want to read all about it? Just dial 100 and ask for free phone C5 now.
At the retro gaming community know him best for the ZX Spectrum home computer launched in 1982. The Specky was a hit and sold over 5 million units. This machine gave us many great games, from Manic Miner to Sabre Wolf to a game featuring Sir Clive himself, which was called A Day in the Life. Sadly, Sir Clive Sinclair passed away on the 16th of September 2021. Please observe a minute's silence as a mark of respect. Think you're clever? Think your gaming knowledge is better than the rest? Well, you could be taking a seat on Retrobait's Retro Gamer Quiz, aired every other Wednesday on a night at about 8 PM. Host Paul pits 2 challengers head to head over several rounds of general knowledge, with gaming general knowledge, game soundtracks and guess the box art rounds. Paul's quiz series has garnered an impressive audience and viewers can join in the chat as the quiz is live streamed on Paul's channel. Scott, Sega Zombie, has reigned as champion for many weeks, but has now stepped down to give others a chance. Scott's incredible gaming knowledge helped him secure a place in the upcoming Champion of Champions edition of the quiz later in the year. Head over to Retrobait's channel and join in the fun and see how smart you really think you are. We turn the spotlight back on and we have found a channel from across the Atlantic. Mr. G 1977 is an American retro gamer, though he isn't a newcomer, being a YouTube member since 2006. Mr. G is on just over 200 subs, but unlike most channels in the USA whose style is more of an over-the-top TV show, Mr. G's style is very much like our own, down to earth and without the sparklers, flashing lights, jump cuts and crazy camera zooms. No, Mr. G just stands in front of his camera and shows his wares and his recent pickups just as we do. You know, please head over there, give him a big hello from the UK and subscribe to his channel. Coming up later in the year, a couple of community guys are soon to be on the road. A few of them will be shortly cruising along the roads of southern England on a road trip, stopping at many retro gaming shops over 4 days. The guys will be drinking copious amounts of beer, filling their bellies full of fine food, and of course buying for their collections. There will be, no doubt, they'll be vlogging their antics, so stay tuned to see what happens. COVID-19 still threatens to terrorise, and with the winter months ahead, restrictions could once again be introduced and ruin plans such as game shopping and events, potentially disrupting Christmas once again. The gaming community are a hardy bunch though, and will find means and ways to carry on with their buying and collecting. But what is the reality behind recent COVID times? Well, we asked members of the community if COVID has affected their collecting habits. Cooper's World says he relied on eBay as his usual choice of shops such as CEX and charity shops were closed, and he believes this has had an effect on games prices. Retro Red Steve agreed on the price hikes, but states that COVID had not affected his collecting. Bohoho has actually benefited from lockdown, saying that he was better off and could afford the more pricey games. Fair play. Nate Retro 1 was disapproving of COVID, saying COVID had been going round the boot sales buying all my games. He's a right. Gib84 explained that he just changed his gameplay and bought more frequently through eBay and Facebook Marketplace. You know, so to conclude, the community battled through the lockdowns and carried on regardless. Well done, guys. Now, after COVID wrecked the plans of many gaming events over the pandemic, there is light at the end of the tunnel and it's beginning to shine. Blackpool Play Expo is going ahead in October for 2 days, the 23rd and the 24th, with many of the community attending, along with some of the bigger YouTube stars such as Pete on a retro tip. The event is hosted at the Norbreck Hotel and will offer plenty of games to play and buy, along with talks from high profile gaming figureheads. The Birmingham gaming market has already taken place in September, and judging by the feedback and videos of the community who attended, it was a success. Retro Bear and Sega Zombie were a couple of members who went and both enjoyed it, and we're glad to be back out soaking up the atmosphere, usually of sweat and testosterone. Let's hope this continues and all gaming events go ahead in 2022. As per usual, we'll try and keep you updated. And finally, Steve of Cooper's World has been running a series called A YouTube Star in a Mario Kart. Where members of the community were set 3 laps of a stage in Mario Kart on the Wii U or the Switch. The final took place on Saturday the 25th of September and was a close race between Feed Me Chicken and Woolly Weeble. Woolly Weeble though smashed it and took first place. What a great final, great series and a lot of fun. So please do go over to Cooper's World channel. We here at Community News do reckon that more races will be coming in the future. And that concludes the Community News for October 2021. Thank you for watching, and until next time, see you later.